A new Tampa Bay Business Journal hits newsstands today, and editor Alexis Muellner is here now to talk about some of the week's big stories. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good to see you.
You come bearing good news, some exciting news about Hillsborough Community College plans to expand.
Well, Hillsborough Community College to open an education center down in Brandon and Riverview. That's done very, very well. It has the eWork campus, but as we report in our paper, it has about 4,000 folks that come from the northwest Hillsborough corner of Hillsborough to its main campus, and so it's been scouting sites up there. It was in discussions with a church property. That site isn't quite what it wants, but it wants to open more of these education centers where it'll offer a select type of classes. And, you know, in a down economy and a recovery, education enrollment goes way up, and, you know, HCC, a dynamic environment, and it's growing and expanding, and this is good things for the county, especially folks that have land and potential sites. At the paper, we're looking to help people get those leads. This is another example of a growing institution.
Yeah, it's a win-win for everybody.
Absolutely.
All right, this is interesting. A Bay Area company is using light instead of chemicals to test blood.
We thought this is a fascinating story about a company called Clara Scientific, which has a product that's doing called SpectraWave. It's a spin-off company from USF, raised about $6 million since it spun off. But what it's trying to do is to make more real-time blood sample readings, and that has some incredible potential implications because most blood tests are very, very there are very few false positives, but this company says that through light, and I'm not a scientist, but it will analyze blood samples and spit out some data and then provide, through proprietary software, a real-time, very, very quick analysis of blood. And anything that can do to reduce healthcare costs or reduce hospital stays. And so it's the future potentially very bright, no pun intended, for Clara Scientific, and we report about it this week.
That's fascinating.
It really, really is.
And here's one of those Who Knew stories. Indian weddings are a big moneymaker for the Bay Area.
Well, it's incredible. I mean, you know, folks from India, apparently, Innisbrook a couple years ago, this was not on their radar, but 10% of the weddings there are Indian in nature. A lot of the hotels around town, the Hyatt, 11 out of 39 weddings last year. And what's interesting is that most weddings have about 40 vendors servicing them, but for an Indian wedding, it's about 3 times as many. Oh, wow. So the business-to-business implications of this are incredible, and we have a great story by our hospitality reporter, Margaret Cashel, that analyzes this, and this is a great area of business that we were also, who knew?
Who knew?
I know, it's amazing.
It's
a great thing.
Tampa Bay Business Journal, it's educational.
We try.
Thanks, Alexis.
Always, dear.
Always good to see you.
Likewise.
And for more Business Journal headlines, go to abcactionnews.com/business.